Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to New York City. This is Gilded Age America, in the heart of global capitalism. The Statue of Liberty greets millions of immigrants, promising opportunity, wealth, and the freedom to pursue the American dream. Beneath the glittery skyline lies a harsh reality. Capitalism in its purest form entails little government oversight and full reliance on the invisible hand to control the market. For some, it created extravagant fortunes. For many others, it meant exploitation, poverty, and despair. Laborers like Dryer Lime 8723 struggle from grueling long hours, exhausting every thread he weaves.
Inside factories, industry soared 24/7, 365. Men, women, and even children toiled for 12-hour shifts in dangerous conditions. The pursuit of profit came before safety or morality. In this system of laissez-faire capitalism, workers exhausted themselves while owners reaped the rewards. Productivity soared, but so did exploitation.
Hey man, what happened to your hands?
I lost them from dangerous working conditions of this factory. After the long day, workers returned not to comfort, but to overcrowded tenements and slums. Families were packed into dark, unsanitary rooms where disease spread quickly. Fire hazards were constant. These living conditions stood in stark contrast to the posh skyscrapers and hotels overhead. This is just a reminder that while the city shined on the outside, most people lived trapped in hardship.
Capitalism was not only about monopolies. In the crowded streets, countless small aspiring entrepreneurs fought for survival. Vendors sold bread, tools, or clothes, in addition to an array of handmade goods. Anyone could try to rise through hard work, but in reality, only a lucky few escaped poverty, while most were left struggling against a system that was tilted toward the already wealthy.
A few moments later.
Buy these pieces of string, 1 emerald each.
What about one piece of iron?
No.
Come on man, what about 2 pieces of iron?
You make a good barter. Sold.
Overlooking these slums were the luxurious skyscrapers and hotels filled with the wealthy celebrating their success. Capital and power concentrated in the hands of a few at the top. Banking houses and industrial trusts controlled entire markets. The New York Stock Exchange was the center of this capital indulgence. Rockefeller with oil, Carnegie with steel, Ford with automobiles. These men shaped the economy to an unfathomable degree. With little regulation, their wealth created influence over both industry and politics, leaving ordinary workers with little voice.
The library stood as a symbol of knowledge, a place where new ideas were born. Specifically in this era, debates fired on between defenders of capitalism and advocates for socialism and communism. Writers, activists, and reformers spread new visions for the future. Here, the roots of progressivism and reform began to grow, inspired by new takes on age-old ideas and the suffering they witnessed in the factories and slums.
I love sipping my matcha and reading feminist literature. The cost of cutting corners from the wealthy reached a tipping point during the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire in 1911. Locked and difficult to access exits, unsafe conditions, and greed left 146 workers dead, many of them young women. This tragedy struck the nation and proved that unchecked capitalism could not be left unchallenged.
I'm dying. No, I'm on fire. Hey, that's messed up. The factory just burned down. We need better working conditions now. My brother Dryer Lime 8723 just died. Better working conditions now. Come on.
Incidents like the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire involving innocent lives lost sparked massive protests over the nation. Workers gathered in city halls and grand mansions of the elite to demand shorter hours, safer conditions, and union rights, among a plethora of basic demands. The core of the labor movement was born here, as ordinary people challenged the ungoverned power of industrial capitalism. They argued that democracy had to protect the people and not the bourgeoisie elite. In summary, the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire led to labor reforms such as the Occupational Safety and Health Administration and the Fair Labor Standards Act. These reforms include adjustments for minimum wages, overtime hours, labor safety, labor unions, and fire safety.